How's it going, laser bruises up? I'll be Sixkilla and welcome back to Quantum Suicide at this time. For the next round of the Deletion Game, I did go and find my notes that I was missing in the last one. So I've got all the clues I've gathered so far, but it's still not really enough to give me a comprehensive overview of where they're all placed. I've got an idea, but I'm not sure it's right. In fact, I'm almost positive it's not. Let's get out there. Wide awake, I rolled onto my back and looked at the ceiling. It was a surreal feeling knowing that today might be my last day. I was no closer to finding Dye's deactivation code, and to be honest, I didn't even know where to look. Alright, let's take another crack at this pocket watch. I recovered the pocket watch from my bedside table and headed to the lab. I arrived to find the lab empty. I guess it makes sense that Vladimir would want to spend time with Melody before tonight. I brought out the box that contained my parents' research and started sifting through it again. There had to be something of use in here. Before too long, the floor of the lab was covered in papers, but nothing in particular was jumping out at me. I decided to try booting up what appeared to be my father's tablet. Huh? The tablet's locked. I didn't even know they had that function. I looked at the tablet closely. It needs a password. I wonder what my father would have used as a password. Maybe he was sentimental. I'll try my name. The tablet made an error sound. Of course it wasn't me. He'd forgotten to feed me after all. What about his birthday? The tablet made another error sound. What could it possibly be? I appeared in the lab with me.
Good morning.
Oh, hey, I.
My system has registered multiple attempts to access your father's tablet.
It's connected to the network? Yeah, that's me, sorry.
Would you like his password?
Are you allowed to give it to me?
Yes. The moment a crew member passes away, their tablets become the property of the Everett. It is therefore well within regulations for me to give you access to your father's tablet.
Cool. Wonderful. What's the password?
Password.
Yeah, what is it?
Your father's password is password.
Of course it is. Seriously, if that's the best you can come up with, why would you even bother having one, Dad? Sheesh.
I did warn him that his password strength wasn't strong enough, but it appeared strong enough to keep you out.
I was gonna say that. That's not much of a password. Well, you're not in it, are you? Are you making fun of me, I? A mischievous expression crept across I's face.
Yes, am I being successful?
Yes. My response was dripping with sarcasm. Yeah, you're a real riot, I. Now let's get this damn thing open. I put in the password and the tablet immediately sprang to life. Wonderful, maybe there's something in here about this pocket watch.
There most certainly is.
How do you know?
Now that the tablet has connected to the network, I have access to all information on that tablet.
Oh, you can save me some time then. Would you mind pulling up any files related to the pocket watch?
I will transfer all relevant files onto your tablet. One moment, please. Transfer is complete.
Thank you. I opened my tablet and confirmed that she'd already isolated and transferred the files to my tablet. Thank you so much, I. You're a lifesaver. I would have been here all day trying to locate these files without your help.
My pleasure. If you would excuse me, I am being requested in the engineering bay.
I was almost too involved with the tablet to say a proper goodbye to I. This information, there was so much on this watch. My parents had definitely been busy. Many worlds theory. Relocation of the human race. Hypothesis for transferal of matter between parallel universes. Sweet science. Instead of travelling for multiple generations and taking a chance on successfully terraforming an alien planet, my parents were trying to relocate the entire human race into a different reality. And it looks like they may have gotten close. This pocket watch is supposed to be part of this puzzle? I read more of the notes. Pages and pages of notes. Right, I think I understand. This pocket watch was a device. A device that should allow this reality to connect with another in order to allow transferal of matter between realities. But how? Gradually the pieces of the puzzle began to fall in place. I began reading aloud sections of notes. In theory, this timepiece should function like a time machine. In order to work, however, a stable time machine must already exist in both time frames. So we should be able to connect our version of reality to another if this device exists there too. But how do we connect these devices across the divide of time and space? I must have spent hours going through my parents' notes. They never once mentioned how to connect to another reality, only that the watch was required. And I thought I was getting somewhere. Why isn't there more information? Suddenly the intercom rang out.
Greetings, competitors! I must request that you all make your way to the dining hall so we can begin this round of the Deletion Game. It'll be starting in 5 minutes, so don't be late!
I think we're gonna die today. Although the situation was grave, I really didn't have time for Dye's games right now. After putting away the tablet, I made my way to the dining hall. By the time I arrived, everyone had already assembled outside.
It's about time, Slowpoke. Well, this is interesting.
Okay, just make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's how it's going to work. Players will be represented by ships numbered 1 to 9. Yes, I know.
You'll each have 1 missile at your disposal to fire at a target of your choice. The first player whose ship is shot twice will be eliminated.
Di made a show of consulting her bare wrist before continuing.
The door will be opening shortly, so get ready. Pray, cry, beg for mercy, whatever floats your boat. Oh, one more thing. Only 1 person will be permitted to enter the dining hall at a time, and since it's first come, first serve, dawdling's a surefire way to wind up dead. Everyone got it?
Yes, Di. We all understand. Just get on with it.
Oh, eager are we. I love it. All right then, I officially declare the 3rd round of the Deletion Game's Logi ship open for business. Welcome. I hope you find everything to your liking.
Adopting the attitude of a gracious new shop owner, Di invited her petrified customers in with a theatrical wave of her hand. Beatrix, unfazed by Di's little routine, was in and out before anyone else could react. She really did mean business. Waiting wasn't going to make things any easier for me at this point. I had the most information I was ever going to have, and I needed to make my selection as soon as possible. The door shut behind me as I entered the dining hall. Welcome, Jordan. Please make your selection on the screen before you. Alright, well, I have written down a list of potential locations, so I'm not 100% on anything, but I believe number 2 should be Beatrix. And that's who I'm aiming for, for obvious reasons, because she's a fucking psycho. But I'm probably wrong.
Thank you for your selection, and thank you for choosing Di's Deletion Game as your preferred population restriction method. Please exit the room and await this round's results.
Fingers crossed, man. I left the room and watched as one after another everyone else went in to shoot their missiles.
In an unexpected turn of events, it would appear that everyone has chosen to attack in the first 15 minutes, which brings this round to an end. Who'd have thought that you were all so eager to kill each other? Well, who am I to argue? Give the people what they want, right? Let's get straight to the results.
My god, I hope nobody that I like dies. Or myself. Melody was number 2? I shot Melody.
Better me than Melody, I guess.
Oh, Vladimir. I had Melody as number 2. I mean, Melody is number 1. Beatrix is number 2.
Papa, what is it?
Oh my god, Melody's gonna have no one left.
Sweetie, Papa has to go and join Mommy for a while, okay?
Melody's face fell as she realized what was happening. Tears began to form in the corner of her eyes.
No, Papa, stay.
Man, that's heartless. She's losing both her parents in 2 rounds.
Captain, I'm going to entrust Melody to your care, okay?
Of course. I'll do my best to keep her safe.
No, Papa, I'm scared. Please don't go.
Melody's desperation was palpable as she implored her father not to go. Vladimir picked up Melody, doing his best to comfort her under the circumstances.
Don't go, please. I'll be better.
Sweetie, you haven't done anything wrong.
I promise I'll eat my vegetables. I won't fight anymore. I'll pick up my toys. I promise, Papa. I promise.
You know, it's weird. I picked 2 to shoot, which was Melody, and she didn't get hit by any missiles. So it didn't seem to matter what I picked.
Melody.
Please don't go with Mommy. Stay with me instead.
Oh, how touching. Sorry to disappoint, kiddo, but your daddy has a date with the wheel!
With that, Di summoned the dreaded wheel and gave it a spin. Eventually the arrow slowed down and came to rest on drinking.
Congratulations!
Vladimir, and I might just say, I added this one just for you. Today you should face death by drinking.
Is this a joke, Di?
What? No.
You're gonna Vladimir, you're gonna spend your last moments enjoying your favorite beverage, vodka.
I can think of worse ways to go.
See, Captain? I do so much for you guys.
Yeah, your wife went a lot worse way.
All the trouble of adding fun new ways to die, all you do is complain. This is why you'll never get a boyfriend.
Di stuck at her tongue at the captain.
Well, let's head over to the kitchen together.
It's gonna take a while, right? Di marched us all to the kitchen. Melody tearfully clung to Vladimir the entire way there.
Here we are.
Alright, sweetie. It's time to go to the captain.
Melody screamed and refused to let go.
Melody, please. Kimiko will take care of you, okay? Everything will be fine.
Vladimir peeled Melody off of him and handed her over to the captain.
Alright, Dai. How do you want me to do this?
Such a gentleman. Well, good sir, I need you to get your blood alcohol concentration up to about 0.45. Now, would you be a dear and go get the vodka from the pantry so we can get started?
Vladimir walked over and grabbed a 1.5-liter bottle of vodka from the pantry.
Excellent! So, taking into account your weight and sex,
Dai rubbed her chin pensively for a moment before replying.
you need to drink about 1 liter within an hour period to reach a lethal BAC of 0.45. There are 1.5 liters in there, so 1 bottle should be more than enough. An hour seems a bit too long, though. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you just down the bottle all at once?
Challenge accepted.
Wow, really? Man, this is fun.
Vladimir hefted the bottle and paused to examine it. His eyes took on a distant, wistful expression as he absent-mindedly traced the contours of the bottle.
I remember when Sora and I used to drink together. Australians and their alcohol. She taught me this drinking song that Australians like to sing before slugging back their drinks. I'll see you shortly, dear. This is for you.
Vladimir lifted his bottle of vodka in salute, cleared his throat.
Here's to Vladimir. He's true blue. He's a peacepot through and through. He's a legend, so they say. Should have gone to heaven, but he went the other way. Singing down, 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 down.
With those words, Vladimir began chugging the entire bottle of vodka. He managed to finish it in just a minute or two.
What a time to be alive! That was amazing, Vladimir.
Dai applauded him enthusiastically.
Now we get to sit back and enjoy the show. Don't be shy, he isn't dead yet. Please go about your day as normal in this room under my supervision. Come to think of it, I guess that would be pretty difficult, huh? Silly me.
Beatrix made her way to the pantry and pulled out a second, smaller bottle.
What's that?
Vodka, what do you think it is?
Why do you need vodka?
It's rude to let a man drink alone.
Beatrix, you were always one of my favorites.
Beatrix took a seat at the center island opposite Vladimir.
Would you like another drink?
One more won't hurt now, will it?
I guess not.
Beatrix poured herself a drink, along with another for Vladimir. It wasn't long before the alcohol started taking effect. The rest of us could do little more than stand around the kitchen, unable to leave and powerless to prevent Vladimir's death.
Melody, sweetie.
He could pump his stomach.
Listen to Kimiko, okay?
Melody had stopped crying and was now more confused than anything else.
Okay, Papa.
Dai, you really shock. You know that?
Don't say things you can't take back.
Dai pretended to be offended by Vladimir's insult.
I don't want to take it back.
Yeah, Dai, you suck.
Dai raised an eyebrow in Beatrix's direction.
You haven't been handed a death sentence just yet, Beatrix, but don't tempt me.
Beatrix looked at Dai before bursting into laughter.
Don't look so serious, Dai. You'll give yourself wrinkles.
Really? That would be horrible.
Dai started fussing with her face, trying to prevent the onset of wrinkles. Dude, you're non-corporeal. Again. 20 minutes later, and the extra few bottles of wine which Beatrix and Vladimir explained was for good measure, Vladimir took his last breath.
Well, that sure got boring towards the end, didn't it? I guess I can't have fun all the time, right? Either way, everyone is free to leave. Class dismissed.
Well, it was fun, comrade.
Beatrix tipped her glass at Vladimir before falling off her chair, stone drunk.
Alright, Beatrix. It's time I got you into bed.
Nicholas hoisted Beatrix off the floor and began to carry her out the kitchen. Before he could proceed very far, however, Beatrix began poking his face with her extended forefinger.
Why are you always so serious, Nikki?
Because one of us needs to be. Say goodnight, Beatrix.
Good night.
Nicholas carried Beatrix out of the kitchen while the captain tried to explain to Melody the gravity of the situation.
Melody, your father's gone to sleep, but he won't be waking up.
What?
He's gone to go see your mother now. So you should say goodnight to him and come with me.
Although Melody looked confused, she acquiesced to the captain's request, too tired and emotionally worn out to argue with her. Melody walked up to her father's body, currently slumped against the kitchen island, and wrapped her tiny arms around him in a hug.
Good night, Papa.
Good night, Vladimir.
Yoshiki, could you give me a hand? We can move him into the medical bay for the time being.
Yeah, of course.
You, Shizuka, you two should head off and get some rest.
Can do.
I left with Shizuka and we made our way back to our respective rooms. As I crawl into bed and close my eyes, I swore I could still hear Vladimir singing. Chapter 2. Although I don't remember waking up during the night, it didn't feel like I'd gotten much sleep either. When I rolled over and looked at my tablet, I discovered that it was already 8 AM. Time to get up. The die problem and the pocket watch riddle weren't going to solve themselves after all. For now though, last night's execution was sure to be at the forefront of everyone's mind. Especially Melody's. I pulled myself out of bed and got dressed. First port of call. Nicholas and Melody? I'm not going to check on Beatrix. I see that Nicholas is in the dining hall with Melody. I may head over, I'm hungry. I made my way to the dining hall and was greeted warmly by Nicholas upon my arrival.
Ah, good morning.
Nicholas smiled at me. Behind him, Melody was drawing at the dining table while eating her breakfast. Are you sure about that? Nicholas immediately picked up on my intention and pulled me aside, speaking quietly so Melody wouldn't overhear us.
I understand that today is not, in fact, a good morning. However, Melody just lost her father, and we need to do everything in our power to provide structure and stability.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, please don't be. Let's just support Melody.
Of course, I know all too well what it's like to lose both parents so suddenly.
Yes, you do. That being said, she is still a child. As such, we must do our best to give her a normal childhood, circumstances allowing.
I nodded at Nicholas as he turned to speak to Melody.
Melody, would you like any more to eat?
Melody didn't even look up from her drawings.
No, thank you.
Alright, well, let me know if you get hungry, okay?
Okay.
Nicholas turned his attention back to me.
Have you eaten yet?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Would you like me to grab you something to eat? I believe today's menu is pancakes with fruit.
Fancy. Please don't worry about me, I can grab something. Thanks for the offer, Nicholas, but I can grab some, it's no trouble.
If you're heading to the kitchen, I might give you some company. Melody, would you like a juice?
Yes, please.
Apple juice?
No, I want orange juice.
Please?
Please.
Very well. Please stay here while I get you some juice.
Nicholas and I left the dining hall and headed to the kitchen. When we arrived, I could see the pancakes, cakes, and fruit on the bench. This looks amazing.
I've already had a serving, and it is quite good. Just be sure not to take too much, or Katashi will get on your case.
That's the last thing I would want. Nicholas and I both grinned at the thought of Katashi losing his temper. I wasn't aware that you were taking care of Melody.
I haven't been assigned to take care of Melody, per se, but the captain had her hands full this morning and asked me to look after her. After Melody has her breakfast, I'm supposed to hand her over to Shizuka for a bath.
Well, you seem to be doing a good job so far.
Thank you. I'm not the best with children, but I'm doing my best for the captain.
I don't mean to be rude, but if you aren't the best with children, why would the captain ask you to take Melody?
The captain and my sister have been at each other's throats since they were little. On the other hand, I believe that the captain and I understand each other a little better.
Oh really? Why?
What I'm about to tell you does not get back to my sister. Do you understand?
Yeah, absolutely. My lips are sealed.
When my mother died, so did the captain's. Shortly after her mother died, so did her father.
What? Really?
Yes. She took command of the ship when she was 10.
That's so young.
My father mentored her and chaperoned her during her training until she came of age. When my mother died, I was so angry. I blamed Kimiko for years. But back then, I remember my father coming to me and talking to me about it. He said, "Nicholas, Kimiko is innocent. She's more of a victim here than you, your sister, or me, yet you treat her like she is the enemy. Kimiko must be unbelievably sad and lonely. Unlike you, she doesn't have a sister or a father to talk to. She has been alone and will continue to be." At that moment, all the pent-up rage I directed towards Kimiko melted away in an instant. How could I have been so foolish as to blame her for her mother's actions? Kimiko was even younger than I was, and I'd thoughtlessly pushed all the blame on her. That night, I went to see her. Captain, may I have a word?
Ah, they're so cute.
What is it, Nicholas?
I'm sorry.
What for? What have you done?
It's like the ship's a primary school.
I'm sorry for everything. I knew it wasn't your fault, but I blamed you anyway. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about, Nicholas.
Our mothers.
It's fine.
No, it's not fine.
It's
not fine! It's not fine!
It's not fine.
She cried for almost an hour. I'd never seen the captain cry until then, and I haven't seen her cry since that day.
It must have been so hard for her.
I imagine it would be. Since then, we've shared a mutual understanding and respect for one another. I just regret that it took me so long to realize the situation. I was such a child.
You were just a child.
What's Beatrix's excuse then? Will she ever outgrow her childish grudge?
Nicholas shot me a cheeky smile. I'm going to tell her you said that.
If you tell her that, I'll tell her you said that she isn't the most attractive person on this ship.
You wouldn't.
Wouldn't I?
Nicholas and I scrutinized each other for a moment, trying to get a read on the other's intention. Before long, however, Nicholas broke into laughter.
I don't think either of us is that cruel.
I second that.
All right. Let's head back so Melody can have her juice and you can eat your pancakes in peace.
We headed back to the dining hall. Once there, I took a seat and began eating.
Here you go, Melody. Orange juice, as requested.
Thank you.
Melody grinned while drinking her orange juice, almost wearing it.
Finished.
All right, Melody. It's almost time for you to meet with Shizuka to go take your bath. Let's say goodbye and head over to meet her.
I don't want to have a bath.
I know, but the captain requested it. Do you really want to go against the captain's orders?
Yes.
All right, let me request her for a moment. I
materialized in front of us.
Could you please inform the captain that Melody is refusing to take her bath?
A look of panic appeared on Melody's face as Nicholas explained the situation to I.
No, I'll have a bath. Don't tell the captain that.
Shall I tell the captain you are having a bath then, Melody?
Yeah, I'm having a bath. Maybe Nicholas doesn't want to have a bath.
Nicholas, shall I inform the captain you don't want to have a bath?
Sure. Tell the captain I am refusing to have my bath.
No, you can't.
Melody clung to Nicholas's arm, concerned.
Nicholas will have a bath, I promise.
Very well. I shall pass this on.
I bowed and left.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to almost get you in trouble.
It's okay. Now let's get you to Shizuka.
Nicholas stood up and started walking Melody out of the room.
Bye, monkey. Let's play later.
I look forward to it. They both disappeared out the door and I finished eating my pancakes. They're pretty damn good. Kitashi definitely lived up to his reputation as a culinary god.
Yahoo! Everyone's favorite AI system is here.
No.
My, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? It would be such a shame if someone were to mention the Deletion Game. Ahem.
Could I please have all crew report to the dining hall for briefing immediately? That is all.
Time for to figure out what the next round is going to entail.
Seriously though, hurry up! I'm not going to wait here all day.
I rolled over and moaned to myself before getting to my feet and heading over to the dining hall. As we entered the dining room, we were greeted by an overly excited Dai.
Welcome, welcome. Please, everyone, take your seats. The show is about to begin, and I must say I am quite excited about this one.
I made my way back to the table and took the empty seat next to the captain. Dai was excitedly moving around the room, pretending to do a head count.
Okay, good. Everyone is sitting.
Get on with it, Dai.
Didn't your mother ever teach you that patience is a virtue?
No, she died when she was 10. The captain looked at Dai intensely.
Oh, that's right. She probably wasn't around long enough to teach you much.
I just said that.
Such a shame.
Except without being such an asshole about it. I could see the captain becoming enraged by Dai's words, but she remained composed.
All right, I can't hold in the excitement any longer. Welcome to round 4 of the Deletion Game, Bidding Wars. I have noticed a certain lack of, what's the word? Teamwork. So I have specifically designed this game to help us grow as a crew, but more importantly, as a family. We have to work as a team and trust one another if we are to get through this together.
Shut up.
Cut the crap, Die. One of us will die. Teamwork is not on the cards.
Well, it is now, 'cause I said so.
Good point.
If you would all please turn your attention to your tablet devices, I have made you a short video on the rules.
Yay. You're gonna explain them to me straight after the video anyway, but okay. Bidding Wars is played by 8 players. Fortunate. Split into 2 teams of 4. Ooh, I hope I get the good team. Each team will be allocated a captain. But shh, your team captain is a secret only your team will know. The game will be played over 3 battles for points. Sorry. Each battle your team gains 10 points to allocate amongst the 4 of you. Points can be allocated freely amongst the team. Every battle at least 2 team members must be allocated a minimum of 1 point each. Team members will then be ranked highest to lowest. Then face off with the opposing team in the same order, with each highest number being awarded to the team and individual. Oh. After 3 consecutive battles, the war ends with the team with the least points will lose. The player in the losing team with the lowest individual score will be executed. In the case of a tie for last place, only the team captain will be executed. But if after 3 battles the teams are tied, both team captains will be executed. Oh my god. Remember, win the war, not the battle. Good luck. Well, that sounds fun. As long as I get good teammates. I want Melody, Shizuka.
So the game will be played, and the bidding wars end on Sunday, a week from now. This is pretty exciting, right? Now, would you like me to explain the rules again myself, or just skip straight to the fun?
Skip, please.
Wonderful. Everyone's up to speed. Team A will be made up of Nicholas, Beatrix, and Yoshiki. And Team B will consist of Katashi, Shizuka, Melody, and Kimiko.
Nicholas, Beatrix, and Yoshiki? Ah.
And remember, no talking with the enemy from now on, or else. Team B, if you
I got a
would
crappy
please
team.
exit the dining hall and make your way to the rec room. I will be there shortly to allocate your team captain. Team A is up first.
As Dai finished his sentence, Katashi, Shizuka, Melody, and the captain made their way out of the dining hall.
Good. Now that those pesky B-teamers are gone, we can finally get down to business. Could I please have all crew report to the dining hall for briefing immediately?
Now to decide your team captain.
How will the captain be chosen fairly?
Straight to business, eh, Nicholas? I like a man who takes charge. Meow.
I don't want to be captain.
I've preloaded 4 cards on your tablets. You can choose one whenever you're ready. The person who chooses the card with the bunny on it will be the team captain.
How do we know you aren't going to change the bunny card to suit who you prefer as captain?
So suspicious, Trixie. You don't mind if I call you Trixie, right?
Yes.
Oh, wait, that's right. I don't need your permission, do I, Trixie? But to answer your question, I've already preloaded my cards on all of your tablets. Once a card has been selected by someone, it cannot be selected by anyone else. Once all cards have been assigned, they will reveal who the captain is.
Brother?
I will go after you, as usual.
Di, it's only natural for me to be number
1. Of course, Trixie.
I shall request card number 4, please, Dai.
Very well.
Do you want to pick next?
You go ahead, Yoshiki. We are BFFs after all.
Thanks, bestie. Di,
Since when were we BFFs?
Of course you can. So that leaves our lucky loser with number 3. Ta-da! Bunny! Congratulations!
I knew it.
You are the team captain.
I knew it. But I don't think I want to be team captain.
Sorry, kiddo, but that's the hand you've been dealt.
I think you'll make a fine team captain, bestie.
I don't want to have to make choices for others. I don't want to be responsible for anyone else's life.
If he doesn't want to be team captain, then I should be.
Well, I don't want her to be either.
Over my dead body, Beatrix. In that case, if we tie, you will die also.
Nicholas, I am considering your proposal.
I nominate myself as tribute.
Bzzz. Sorry, Trixie. Doesn't work like that. Although killing Nicholas to give you team captain was tempting. Don't worry. You only have your life, your team's lives, and the lives of the other team in your hands.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Any last questions before I leave to visit the infamous B team?
Why do I get the crappy team?
I have one.
Yes, sir. You in the back.
Yoshiki looked around confused for a moment before realizing she was referring to him.
Oh, yes. I have a question about the allocation of points. If I'm always allocated 0 points, am I guaranteed to die?
What? Heavens, no. This is a team game, remember?
But if I have 0 points each round, in total, won't I have 0 and I'll lose?
But your team might still win, in which case, even with 0 total individual score, you would still survive.
Huh?
If Team B loses, even their lowest individual score is 400 million. It doesn't matter. That's who is executed because they have the lowest score on the losing team.
So we should focus on making the team win and not the individual.
You can play it as you choose. I'm simply the referee, the dealer, the executioner, etc.
I say we make Beatrix have no points and make our own team lose.
One last question.
Make it quick. I'm already running late to my next appointment.
What if we disagree with the points allocation? Can we overthrow our team captain?
Feisty as always, but no. Your team captain is your captain, and attempts at mutiny will be met by a special court-martial with your honor. Me! Hint, it doesn't go well for the attempted mutineers.
Awesome.
All right, well, I will leave you to discuss your plan to take down the B team. Remember, no talking to them. Not at all.
But everyone I like is over there. With that, she unmistakably signaled that she was watching all of us and disappeared from the dining room. We all sat in silence for a few moments, really processing the current situation.
I wonder what the punishment is.
I'm assuming death. She doesn't seem like she really minds killing people. Huh?
If we talk to Team B, what would be our punishment?
I welcome you to find out firsthand, Yoshiki.
Don't do it, dude.
That wouldn't be wise. Dai never specified that the punishment would only affect those who broke the rules. I'm not willing to take that risk.
You make a good point.
Do you think Dai would only punish those who broke the rules? Or everyone?
I can't be sure. But let's not concern ourselves with that right now. If we never speak with Team B, we won't need to find out.
Well, that's like 5 days.
I guess so.
So we have a plan moving into this game then?
What if we just take turns taking the most to least points over the 3 rounds? We could just allocate the points like 4, 3, 2, and 1, and just rotate who receives what over the rounds.
It is highly unlikely that we can do that.
Why is that?
This game isn't just about us. We need to take into account the other team's actions and try to predict their future actions in order for us to win. If we go in with all 3 battles pre-planned, we'll be easy to predict and counter.
But they wouldn't know we had all 3 planned in advance.
You're right, they wouldn't. But they'll be trying to predict our movements just as much as we'll be trying to predict theirs.
So you're saying we should go in with no plan?
Not quite. We go in with no numbers set in stone. In situations like this, we need to be flexible and adapt during each round.
This does seem like the best way to approach this.
Oh, little brother, you're so smart.
Beatrix latched onto Nicholas's arm in excitement.
So we can't do anything just yet?
We have a week, so there's no rush. And since we can only speak amongst ourselves, we'll have plenty of time to come up with the best possible strategy.
All right, I'll work hard on strategies for us.
Oh my god, not you. So if we can't communicate with the other team...
Who needs them anyway?
Who's gonna make our dinner? Kitashi's on the other team. Well, the members of Team A seem stunned by the announcement. Can any of you cook?
I can do everything.
Is that you volunteering to make dinner?
Fat chance there, sailor. My hands are far too precious to be soiled by food preparation. Yoshiki, make me dinner, eh?
Sure.
I don't think that's a wise decision.
Why not?
Yoshiki can be quite clumsy.
What? No, I'm not.
What happened to the cleaning robot you made last month?
I tripped over her. So what? She moves under your feet.
Then what happened?
Well, I set her on fire.
How do you do that by tripping over it? What? Why?
It was an accident. I was trying to fix her after I tripped over her, but I set it on fire instead.
Wait, her? Yoshiki's voice took on a slightly wistful tone.
Her name was Lena. She was the best cleaning robot ever. Until I set her on fire, that is.
Her name was Lena and she was a cleaner.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean I can't cook.
Very well. I expect you to answer to Katashi should you cause any damage to his precious kitchen.
Yoshiki flinched at the very idea and gave a slight bow in Nicholas's direction.
Please cook dinner, Nicholas. I was wrong to question your wisdom.
Oh my
I
god.
wasn't trying to volunteer, but it looks like there's no helping it now.
Come to think of it, for the next week, we'll have to perform different chores to make up for who's missing.
I'm good, thank you. I have neither the need nor the desire to do chores.
But we all need to work together.
I'll cheer you on from the sidelines.
But...
Beatrix completely ignored Yoshiki and continued.
Let's work hard together, okay, team? Oh, would you look at the time? I need to go wash my hair. See you later, team.
What's with all the girls and washing their hair to get out of the conversation? What the crap, is that a thing? With those words, Beatrix abruptly exited the dining hall.
She's not going to help us at all, is she?
Absolutely not.
You'll help us, right?
Of course.
Okay. Well, I'm off.
Yoshiki waved gleefully at Nicholas and me before leaving.
Well, I have a few things to handle before I start dinner preparation, so if you would excuse me.
Nicholas left, leaving me alone, sitting at the table in the dining hall. Bidding wars, eh? I'm not sure how we'll pull this off as a team. I have a bad feeling about this. And with that, we need to wrap this episode up here because we're out of time for today. But we kind of know the basics on what the next one is going to entail. Although we did get lumbered with the shit team of poo people, which is a shame. But maybe we can get Beatrix killed this way. Who knows? Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.